Welcome back again. In this video I am going to record detailed solution for 3 mark sections of midterm question paper 25-26. The first question is from the chapter real number. We need to prove that root 3 is an irrational number. As I told in my previous video, all the proofs of irrational number are going to prove by taking contradiction method. So I am going to take the solution or proof of this. See, I'm going to consider a contradictory statement, that is, let root 3 be an rational number, So if it is rational, I can write that is in the form of p by q. So q is not equal to 0 and p comma q is equal to 1. P comma q is equal to 1 and already it is nothing but there is no common divisors between p and q other than 1. So to cancel that square root, I am squaring on both sides. So 3 is equal to p square divided by q square. Cross multiply madidre this gives p square is equal to 3q square. This gives 3 divides p square. We all know if as 3 is a prime number here, 3 divides p also. If any prime number divides square of a number, it divides that number also. We have studied this in a theorem in the same exercise. So after this, if 3 divides p, can we divide any number by p, any number by 3? No, only multiples of 3 are divisible. So hagadre p enagirbeku, that must be a multiple of 3. So I am going to take 3k where k is some constant. So ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾನು I am going to do squaring on both sides, so that gives p square is equal to 3k whole square. Here we know the value of p, that is p square is equal to 3q square. I am going to use that 3 square is equal to 3q square is equal to 9k square. This gives on simplification 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 9 cancel again ಬರುತ್ತೆ 3k square. Again ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಬಂತು, q square is a multiple of 3. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 3 divides q square. 3 divides q square ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ತರ q ನು ಕೂಡ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So this implies 3 divides both p and q. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ 3 is a common divisor between p and q ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ HCF ಏನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, HCF of pq must be is equal to, ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, 3 ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ HCF ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. and this contradicts that p comma q is equal to 1. Therefore our assumption is wrong. Therefore I can say root 3 is an irrational number. So this is what proof of this problem. Now there is an internal choice for this question. ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, that is problem on HCF and LCM. They ask us to find out LCM and HCM of this by using prime factorization. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವೆರಡು ನಂಬರ್ದು prime factors ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. 2 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. 2 2s 1 carry, 2 5s 2 5s. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 ಇಂದ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, 3 8s 24, 3 5s. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 5 ಇಂದ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, 5 1s 3 ಉಳಿತು 7s. So 7 is a prime. 2 ಇಂದ 2 4s 8, 1 carry, 2 6s. next 2 2s 3s, 23 is a prime. So 5 10 can be written as 2 power 1, 3 power 1, 5 power 1 and 17 to the power 1. So 92 can be written as 2 square into 23 to the power 1. So what is HCF? Common factor is only 2, least power is 1, so 2 is the HCF. LCM 2 power 1, 2 power 2 ಕಾಮನ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ highest ಇರೋದು ತಗೋತೀನಿ. 3 power 1, 5 power 1, 17 to the power 1, 23 to the power 1. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ರ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, that is equal to 23,460 is the product. Now to verify the relation, I am going to take the product of HCF into LCM. So that is equal to A into B. So HCF into LCM 2 into 23,460. Given numbers are 5, 10 and 92. And we can check the product of these two will be equal to 46,920 and 46,920. therefore ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಬರ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we can say relationship is verified. This is what the solution for the alternate choice question. Now I am moving on to the second question in 3 mark section, that is from polynomials. So first I am going to solve question number A on the left side. So they given a polynomial p of x is equal to x square plus 3x plus 1. From this we can say a is 1, b is 3, c is 1. So alpha and beta zeros anta kottidare, agar alpha minus beta minus b by a, that is equal to minus 3. Alpha into beta, that is c by a, that is 1. Now I need to find out the values of two things. One is 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. On simplification, alpha beta is the LCM, that becomes beta plus alpha. Beta plus alpha is minus 3 and this one, the required answer is minus 3. And in the second part I have to find out the value of in the second question I need to find out alpha square beta square. So alpha square plus beta square. By using a plus b whole square identity, alpha square plus beta square can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha plus beta whole square is 3 square minus 2 into 1. So or else you can write it as minus 3 square. So that is equal to 9 minus 2, it is nothing but 7, and this is the answer for this question. So if you know the identity, it becomes very easy. Now in the right part we'll take the solution for the second question. So I'm going to solve the second question in the same problem. I will mark it as question number B. One of the zeros of the polynomial is twice. Therefore let zeros be twice 0 ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 ಆಲ್ಫಾ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಸಮ್ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 2 ಆಲ್ಫಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು minus b by a, minus b is minus 6a. 3 alpha is equal to minus 3, and simplification it gives alpha is equal to minus 1. So if alpha is equal to minus 1, what is the another minus of minus alpha I have to take, so that becomes minus of minus 6, that is plus, and it gives alpha is equal to 1. If alpha is equal to 1, then zeros are what? Zeros are 1 and 2. Now find out the product of zeros. So what is product of zeros? ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು 2 ಅಂತ? ಆಲ್ಫಾ 1 ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 2 ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಡಬಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ವ, ಒಂದು 1 ಆದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ 2 ಆಲ್ಫಾ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, 2 into 1 ಅದು 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ zeros ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0 by c by a. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 into 2 zeros. c ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? c value for this particular problem is k by 2. You can see this is a, this is b, this is c, that becomes k by 2. So 2 into 2 is equal to k, therefore the value of k is equal to 4. Very simple problem from the chapter polynomials. Now I am going to take the third question. A train most expected from the chapter quadratic equation. Again there is a choice, so I am going to take left side one and right side other one. So next I am going to mark it as question number A. 480 km they are traveling. If the speed, instead of actual speed, if it is 10 km more, they can reach the destination by 4 hours early. So hagadre naven mana, let us take uniform speed as x. Uniform speed of train be x kilometer per hour. So this implies from case 1 now. So case 1, they are traveling a distance of 480 km with the speed x. I don't know time taken, so let us take it as time 1. We all know time is equal to distance by speed, that gives 480 divided by x. In case 2, t2 I am going to get same distance I am going to travel with 10 km more speed. Let us take it as x plus 10. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇವೆರಡರದ್ದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮು? 10 hour ಅರ್ಲಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ 10 hour ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 4 hour ಅರ್ಲಿ. 4 hours ಅರ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಸ್ಪೀಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ 4 hour ಬೇಗ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ 4 hour ಲೇಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ. ಹಂಗಾದರೆ t1 ಮೈನಸ್ t2 ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? 4 hour. ಇದನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ 480 divided by x minus 480 divided by x plus 10 is equal to 4. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗಿರಿ, 480 ಕಾಮನ್ ತೆಗಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 1 over x plus 10 is equal to 4. 4 1s are 4, 120s are 120 ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. x into x plus 10 is the product. We are going to get x plus 10 minus x is equal to 1. 4 1s are. So on simplification, I am going to get x and x get cancelled. 120 into 10 will become 1200. That gives x square plus 10. This gives us x square plus 10 minus 1200 equal to 0. And we all know the factors are 40 and 30. So this should be x. So 40x minus 30x minus 1200 equal to 0. By grouping, by taking x as common factor, x plus 40 here, minus 30 as common factor, x plus 40 here also. So this gives x plus 40 into x minus 30 equal to 0. So next after this I am going to get, so x plus 40 equal to 0 or x minus 30 equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 40, speed cannot be negative, therefore this is not possible. So this x is equal to 30, therefore we can say uniform speed of train. We can say uniform speed of train be 30 kilometer per hour. So this is a solution for this question. So you can pause and you can write the solution. Now I am going to take the second question. I will mark it as question B here. Altitude of right angle triangle is 7 cm less than the base. So base ಗಿಂತ ಬೇಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ನ ಬೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ 7 ಲೆಸ್ than that x minus 7. So area is given. Area is how much? Sorry, hypotenuse is given, not area. So this is the right angle triangle they given. Let us call it as ABC. So this is 13, this is x, this is right angle, and this is, as we have hypotenuse, definitely adu edirgade irodu idagutte, and this is x and this is x minus 7. So iga by using Pythagoras theorem I can write AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. It becomes x minus 7 square plus x square is 13 square. Simplifying, x square plus 49 minus 14x plus x square is equal to 169 by using a minus b whole square. This gives 2x square minus 14x plus 49 minus 169 equal to 0. 2x square minus 14x minus 120 equal to 0. If I divide by 2, I am going to get x square minus 7x minus 60. The factors for this to get 7 and 20 are, see, by using prime factorization you can find out. To get 7 and 20 are minus 12x plus 5x. 12 5s are. So solve this, you are going to get x is equal to 12 and x is equal to minus 5, and which is not possible. So therefore we are going to get base of triangle as 12 centimeter and altitude of triangle is 12 minus 7, that is equal to 5 centimeter. So these are the solution for this question. Now I am moving on to question number 28. Question number 28. Find the discriminant of the quadratic equation. If real roots exist for the equation, find them. So first ನಾನು discriminant ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. discriminant ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, I need to find out the value of a, b and c. a ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 1, b ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 7, c ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ 12. So discriminant ಅಂದ್ರೆ we all know that is b square minus 4ac. substitute ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 7 square minus 4 into 1 into 12. 7 square is 49. 4 2 is 8. 4 1 is 4. That is equal to 1. Discriminant is 0. Therefore roots are real and distinct. So if real root exists, find them ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ. To find out the roots, ನನಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮೆಥಡ್. ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ 7 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಇಂಟು 1. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಮೈನಸ್ 7 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಬೈ 2. ಸೊ ಈಗೇನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು minus 7 plus 1 by 2 or x is equal to minus 7 minus 1 by 2. So x is equal to minus 6 by 2, that is equal to minus 3, or x is equal to minus 8 by 2, that is equal to minus 4 are the real roots of the given quadratic equation. Now I am going to take question number 29th. 5 years hence the age of A will be 3 times that of his son. ಸೊ 5 years hence ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಏಜ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಏಜಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್ present age of A be x year and his son be y years. ಸೊ ಈಗ 5 years ends. 5 years later ends ಅಂದ್ರೆ later 5 years ago. 5 years ago. So A age ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ and son age ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Let us find out that. So 5 years later A age will be x plus 5. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ x minus 5. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ y ಪ್ಲಸ್ 5. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ y ಮೈನಸ್ 5. ಈಗೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಎರಡು ಕೇಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಏನು? 5 years hence ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ A will be 3 times ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 years ago ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ A will be 7 times ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್. ಇದು 5 years ends ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 5 years ends ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು, ಲೇಟರ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಏಜ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ x ಪ್ಲಸ್ 5, ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್ ಇಸ್ y ಪ್ಲಸ್ 5. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 years ago ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಮೈನಸ್ 5 ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 7 times y ಮೈನಸ್ 5. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 7 times. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಎರಡನ್ನು. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ x ಪ್ಲಸ್ 5 is equal to 3y plus 15. x minus 3y is equal to 15 minus 5. x minus 3y is equal to 10. Take it as equation 1. So ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? x minus y is equal to 7y minus 7 5s are 35. So x minus 7y is equal to minus 35 plus 5. So x minus 7y is equal to minus 30 is the second equation. So solve ಮಾಡಿ. So x minus 3y is equal to 10. X minus 7y is equal to minus 30. ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಸೈನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 4y is equal to 40. ದಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ y is equal to 10. ಇದನ್ನ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗಿವನ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಪುಟ್ y is equal to 10 ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್. y is equal to 10 ಕೊಟ್ರೆ x minus 3 into 10 is equal to 10. So x is equal to 10 plus 30, that gives 40. Therefore present age of A is 40 years and his son is 10 years. So these are the solution for question number 29. Now I am moving on to the question number 30. So this is from the chapter arithmetic progression. ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ internal choice ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So we'll take one on the left and other on the right side. So first I am going to mark this question as question A. Find the sum of all the integers between 1 and 100, all of which leave a remainder 1 when divided by 5. ಸೊ 5 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 1 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 1 ಅಂತಂದಾಗ 1 ಮತ್ತೆ 100 ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದ್ರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಅಂದಾಗ 2 ಇಂದ 99 ತನಕ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಯಾವುದು, 2 ಇಂದ 3 ಇಂದ 4 ಯಾವುದು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. 5 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ 6ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ 11ನ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 16ನ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 95ಗೆ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 0 ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 96ಗೆ ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ 1 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ AP. ಸೊ A 6 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, D 5 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, AN 96 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನೇನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು, ಸಮ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು, SN ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ SN ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ N ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, AN ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. A ಪ್ಲಸ್ N ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಇಂಟು D ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 96. A 6 ಪ್ಲಸ್ N ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಇಂಟು 5 ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 96. 6 plus 5n minus 5 is equal to 96. So 5n plus 1 is equal to 96. On simplification, I am going to get 5n is equal to 96 minus 1. 5n is equal to 95. n is equal to 95 divided by 5. n is equal to 19. There are 19 terms. Other sum ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. So S19 ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. So 19 by 2 into A plus AN. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನನಗೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ದಟ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ 19 by 2 into A is 6, this is 96. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 19 by 2 into 102. ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 5s 2 1s. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ 19 into 51. If you take the product of 19 and 51, so we are going to get S19, that is nothing but SN. So that gives how much, 969. This is the solution for the first question in question number 30. You can pause the video and you can write the solution. Now I am going to take the question number B. Find how many terms andre n should be calculated. So A is given, that is 24. D definitely decreasing, so therefore it is -3. Must be taken to get sum. To get SN 78, how many terms should be taken? So for this I am going to use SN formula. N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 78. So N into 2 into A is 24. N minus 1 into D is minus 3. That is 78. That 2 in the denominator comes to the numerator. N into 48 minus 3n plus 3 is equal to 16, 1 remaining, 156. N into 48 plus 3 is 51 minus 3n is equal to 156. 51n minus 3n square is equal to 156. So divide by 3 ಮಾಡಿ, it gives 3 1s 17n minus n square is 52. So this gives n square minus 17n plus 52 equal to 0 by shifting n square and 17n to this side. So what are the factors to get 17 and 52? So the factors are 13 and 4. 13 4s are 52. So I can write it as n square minus 4n minus 13n plus 52 is equal to 0. By taking this as one group and this as one group, if you simplify, you are going to get n is equal to plus 4 or n is equal to 13. There are, as this is a decreasing arithmetic progression, so we are going to get sum of S4, that is first 4 term is also equal to 78, and also sum of 13 term is also equal to 78. You have to write, you can check S13 and S4 ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Therefore both the values of n are correct answer for this question. Now I am going to take question number 31. So unexpected, from the chapter triangles we got to prove that the ratio of the sides and the median are proportional, then triangles are similar ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಏನು, that median is drawn from the common vertex of the proportional sides. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬರದೆ ಬೇರೆ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬಂದರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದೇನು ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದಾನೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್? ಎ ಬಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಸಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಪಿ ಆರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಡಿ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಪಿ ಎಂ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎ ಸಿ ಇಫ್ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಇಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಸಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್, ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಲೆಂತಿ. ಸೊ ನೌ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ನೌ. 1 minute. So now I need small construction for this. My construction is like this. I'm going to produce AD. I'm going to produce AD to the point E in such a way that AD is equal to DE, and then I'm going to join this B, and also I'm going to produce PM to N such that PM is equal to Mn, and I am going to join this Qn too. So ega, and also Ce and Rn. So this is what my construction. So to prove ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಏನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? I have to show that triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. ಏನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ AD to E such that AD is equal to DE and PM to N such that PM is equal to Mn, and then join BE, EC, Qn and Nr. This is what the proof. So now the construction. Now I am going to take the proof. In quadrilateral ABCD, you can observe it is quadrilateral. So AD is equal to DE because of construction, and so you can see this BD is equal to DC. Why? Because AD is a median. It is a property of a median. Whenever we draw a median of a triangle, it bisects its opposite side. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? BD is equal to DC ಆಗುತ್ತೆ because AD is median. Median always bisects its opposite side. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಡಯಾಗ್ನಲ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ಲೈಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಡಯಾಗ್ನಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು? ABCD is a parallelogram. So this implies if ABCD is a parallelogram, I can say BE is equal to AC. Similarly I can prove ಸೇಮ್ ಐಡಿಯಾನ ಈ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ QN ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? PR ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. QN is equal to PR. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ? ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. I am going to mark this as equation number 1. So now by using this result, ಇದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು I am going to prove the result. So ಈಗ ಇದೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. So I got BE is equal to AC and QN is equal to PR. So now I am going to take given data. Now see AB divided by PQ is equal to AC divided by PR is equal to AD divided by PM is given. ಈಗ so ನನಗೆ ಆ AC ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಬರೀಬಹುದು? ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ 1 I can write AB divided by PQ is equal to BE divided by QN is equal to AD divided by PM because of from 1. ಇದೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 2 ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನನಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? AB divided by PQ is equal to BE divided by QN is equal to ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? that becomes AE divided by PN. ಸೊ ಈಗೇನಾಯಿತು? ಈ ಮೂರನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ? AD divided by AB divided by PQ, BE divided by QN and AC divided by PN ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? that sides of this triangle and this correspond. sides of this triangle and sides of this triangles are proportional. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಎರಡು triangles sides proportional ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ that implies ಆ ಎರಡು triangle ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, this implies I can say triangle ABE is similar to triangle PQN. If any two triangles are similar, then their corresponding angles are equal. ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಇರೋ ಮೂರು ಆಂಗಲ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ 1 ಇದನ್ನ 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಇದನ್ನ 3 ಅಂಡ್ ಇದನ್ನ 4 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀನಿ. ಈಗ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ 1 is equal to angle 2. ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ನನಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಂಗಲ್ 1 is equal to angle 3. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಂಗಲ್ 2 is equal to angle 4. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್, so this implies by adding these two angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4, that gives angle A is equal to angle P. Now by taking the similarity of the triangle, see in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, angle A is equal to angle P and AB divided by PQ is equal to AC divided by PR. This gives by SAS triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, and this is the proof of this triangle. Quite lengthy, so you have to practice it and you have to remember the steps how we have to proceed. So ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಕೊಡೋ ಬದಲು ಬೇರೆ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಎರಡು ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗೋ ಥರ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 33. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್, a trapezium is given here. A trapezium ABCD is given, in which AB is parallel to DC. So the diagonals meet at O. Now I have to prove AO by this. For this I will consider in triangle AOB and triangle COD. I can say angle AOB is equal to angle COD because of vertically opposite angle, and also angle OAB is equal to angle OCD because of alternate interior angle, right? So this implies by AA criteria triangle AOB is similar to triangle COD. ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ CPST ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು AO by CO is equal to BO by DO because of CPCD. ಇದನ್ನ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್, AO by BO is equal to CO by DO by using similarity criteria. The same problem can also be done by using BPT. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಹಳೆ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್. Now I am going to take the last question of this segment, that is the question number 33. So here they given sum of the digits of the number. So let us take 2-digit number. Let 2-digit number be xy. So this implies they given x plus y is equal to 9. Take it as equation number 1. So xy, what is the general form of a 2-digit number xy? That is, there is a x in 10's place and y in 1's place. ಅದೇ ನಾನು yx ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, 10y plus x. This is what general form. By using this general form I need to find out the other equation. The number obtained by reversing its digit is 9 less than, see, as per the problem yx is 9 less than twice the original number. So it becomes 10y plus x is equal to 2 into 10x plus y minus 9. ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ this gives 10y plus x is equal to 20x plus 2y minus 9. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 9 ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, 20x plus 2y minus 10y minus x. On simplification it gives 20 minus x is 19x minus 8y. Take this as equation number 2. So after this, solve these two, solve 1 and 2 for solution. So whenever we solving, I am going to use elimination method. 19x minus 8y is equal to 9, and as we have 8 here, I am going to write 8x plus 8y is equal to 8 9 is 72. These two will get cancelled, and I am going to get 19 20 27x is equal to 72 81. X is equal to 81 by 27. It is nothing but 3. If x is equal to 3, then what is y? So y is equal to 9 minus x, that is equal to 6. Therefore required number is how much? 36. This is how we have to solve the problems on digit related problems. So these are the different solutions for 3 mark section. So keep watching, and we are going to upload solutions for 4 mark question shortly. Thank you.